Hi, in this video I want to tell you about the world that I created for my game Heavy Sky. The software I used for this is Gleba, and it's a type of software that uses physics such as tectonic plates to create a randomly generated world. So this is the world that I made. It has several continents and some large bodies of water like oceans. Here's the North Pole, here's the South Pole, and the reason I like it is because it has a variety of biomes and terrains that can provide interesting locations for the player to visit. And also it has some similarity to some places on Earth, although that's rather a stretch, but let me explain to you. Like, this looks sort of like North and South America with the Caribbean islands in the middle. The high Patagonia mountains and the Rocky Mountains would be on the west side where the two tectonic plates are meeting. There's a subduction zone there. This might be like the Atlantic Ocean, sort of. On this side, we would have like the Mediterranean Sea and the Caspian Sea. This could be like the Iberian Peninsula, maybe England or something like that, Russia. Africa kind of got munched over here, but that's okay. This world is supposed to be a fantasy world, so it doesn't have to be an exact representation. But we have an interesting area down here, very high mountains. And then we have a lot of islands with inland seas, shallow seas. So this could be like maybe somewhere in Asia and Australia down here, broken apart. So it's sort of like a parallel planet to our Earth. And it's by no means any copy, but it has some features which are similar to it. So I could use the type of climates and biomes that you would find on Earth in those places to use in my game in similar locations. The other thing I like is all of the mountains, they are actually islands near the border of the tectonic plate, which allow travel by island hopping from one continent to another. Because in my game, of course, we are using airships, and there could be like ports and bases where the player could land on these mountain chains to get to the other side, to get to other continents. There are some areas which are absolutely vast, like this ocean, which is sort of like the Pacific Ocean, has a little island here, kind of like Hawaii, I guess. There could be something special on that island, and it might be difficult to get to. There's also a vast southern ocean, and I think I may actually put another continent over here, so there would be more for the player to explore down here than just a vast empty sea. But other than that, I'm pretty happy with the terrain types. I want to show you some other things that this terrain generator does. So let me open up a menu here. So we have things like water flows, so you can see the rivers and humidity. We have biomes. Now I'm gonna change some of these biomes because I don't find some of them suitable for my game, so I will repaint the biome map. There is winds, so you can see the prevailing winds, which will be very useful data because in my game the mode of transportation is flying by airship, and they get affected by wind currents. So of course, if you hitch a ride on a favorable current, it will let you get there faster and save fuel. There's also ocean currents, which can also be useful in some way. I don't really use ships like sea ships in my game. I use airships, but these could also present some data that we could use in some way. And here's a land versus water map. So you can see about maybe a half or 40% of the surface of the world is land, which is more than our actual planet, the Earth, which only has 30% surface. But I wanted to give the player more places to explore. So having most of the surface be taken up by oceans is not really that great for gameplay. But you do want to have some for realism, and also to give the player some natural obstacles, because the range of the airships may be limited. Yep, so that's about it. I'm gonna show you the flat map of this world. It kind of wraps around, you see, it just goes on forever. But if I stop it somewhere around here, you could see how similar it is to our world. Like this is Canada and United States, like North America up here, and then South America over here. It's been kind of munched by the tectonic plate below, but at least it's like an indication of South America and Caribbean. And then you have the Euro-Asian continent over here. That's been flooded on the east side severely, and Japan doesn't even exist. It kind of got squished into this Euro-Asian continent, became really tall mountains, I suppose. And Africa also is missing mostly, except for a bit of the northern part. So no, it's not an exact replica, but you can kind of draw a similarity. Like this continent might be sort of like Australia, and we may have cultures similar to what similar places on Earth would have. Like over here might be European culture, and you know, so this kind of gives us maybe a parallel world to work with. And I'm quite happy with it. Maybe I will make some more changes to it, but overall I really love having these island chain connections, so the player can actually travel to other continents if they're clever. Okay, well, that's all I wanted to show you. Hope you enjoyed.